Episode 14. Go. Stand by, Nicoletta, please. Nicoletta, go. Well, welcome back to JigJaw. Or welcome for the first time, because some people are skipping around all of these episodes. Don't know what you make of that if you don't follow the whole thing. Not that it makes much sense anyway. Hello. This is what we're trying to achieve. Still no word from Ravensburger. I haven't hassled them though. I haven't written a second email. I just wrote one, probably not particularly professionally. And for those worrying, I have made the camera a bit higher and I have got a bigger space. It means you see more crap over there. Like you see an old barrow pulley thing, bit of Karcher, and all my notes. Hang on, let me get all this out of the way. Let me pull this out of the way so it's pure jigsaw heaven. Oh, that's my camera. Right, here we go. So, what's exciting is I've had a lot of emails. But just so you know, Matt has gone out again. He's bought a summer cycling top and a speedometer. And just so you know, for those who don't know, when he puts this whole full mammal, middle-aged man in lycra outfit on, we as a family unit ignore him and we don't look. So he just cracks on. So yes, but I have, if you can see now, I've managed to get quite a lot of the outline in. Not that this is going to satisfy lots of OCDers out there, but I'm trying to get this done, because then we can start on the main action, which is the rest of the huge amount of jigsaw. And if I just look to my left a bit, you can see the box, and you can see this. Hang on. This is just always, this casserole dish is always just lurking there for me, just giving me a little bit of a wake-up call, just when I think I've smashed it. I really haven't. However, I've just noticed that bit of book here next to these little trees. So I'm going to pop that in there because I've just seen it, which is pleasing. Now, obviously, I know that this ridge in the tablecloth freaked you all out. Where's it gone? Here. But what's hilarious is, if I go here to join this, now I've made it a bit bigger. Oh, pen, hang on. What's hilarious is this table's not quite the same level, so you're going to have issues with this as well. Anyway, so Marie of the Shire of Cambridge has emailed to say she just wanted anyone to know that she crochets everything. Like, she crochets anything in her lounge. She would crochet her lover if she could. But she's crocheting knickers at the moment, and she asked if I would like some. And I don't know what to say to that, because I feel a bit uncomfortable, because I'm not sure, I don't know how I feel about crocheted knickers. I just don't feel, not sure you can pop them in a hot wash. I'm going to have to be polite though, because we're sort of related. So I might say yes to it, but if anybody else wants crocheted knickers, or has experience in them, please be in touch. I will ask my mother-in-law, because I think she listens now, which is excellent. So maybe, Jane, you might like a pair. I can put an order in. Interestingly, I'm having coffee today, which I didn't think you would necessarily care about, but just so you know. Also, just to say that the internet company who sold Steve in Australia his teeth, they've been in touch, because I mentioned that Steve had bought a set of teeth off of the internet, and I was aware they looked a bit gummy, and didn't look like they fitted him. And anyway, so the company's been in touch, and they're going to give him a new set, which is kind, isn't it? I think you should ask for bits with gold in, Steve. I think you should ask for like one serious gold bit. Now, where does that go? That's interesting. It's very specific, this. Got to remember. I'm leaning over so much now. I'm on ibuprofen to help the pain. No, I don't. Oh, no, not up there. Now, as I speak, I can hear a wood pigeon in the background, and this brings me delightfully to fiancée Zoe down in Devon, who has been in touch, and a couple of episodes we've been playing the joyous call of the wood pigeon, ring-collared pigeon, etc. And because we find it most delightful, Liz and I. However, this has brought hives out in fiancée Zoe. apparently this isn't comforting or relaxing. It actually makes her violently angry. And she's phoned me to specifically say, she said, when you played that, it drove me up the wall. I mean, this is on top of the note she gave me for the debacle of how much crap. She said, you've got so much crap on the table, you can't get the jigsaw done. So I've had to move my Miffys out the way. I've had to move all my pictures out the way. They're like in a pile over here now, like piled up. Because Zoe down in Devon's getting so angry. But I said, well, that's a real shame, because I thought a wood pigeon was a very pleasing sound. Just looking at these. And anyway, apparently not. Apparently anger making. So I haven't done that again, Liz, because I don't want to upset Zobels. Not when she's a fiancée and everything. Oh, what's that up there? I think that's right up there. I'm going to have to walk around there. Hold on. I'm going to have to walk around now. Right round. Making sure all the time only my hands are in view. But I think I'm correct. And I think this swings, not quite, but I think it goes up here. There's a bird on the roof now. I think they're all going to swarm me. God, this is a bloody huge jigsaw. I've got to move it out there. I'm coming back now. I'm hoping that's a bird on the roof and not a little rat. I was going to say, so Zoe has issues with that. However, she did say what she is happy with. She likes a woodpecker, she likes chaffinches, she likes goldfinches, and she's happy with the selection of tits. So I'm sure we all feel much better for knowing that. But I couldn't seem to calm her rage somewhat. Right, now this bit here, fellas and girls. Nope, absolutely not. So that is this bit here. This bit here, I'm trying to smash. Because Bethany found that finger yesterday. I'll have a look. So Zoe has lots of issues. Some circus performers have been in touch, and they're defending, aren't they? Of course, they're saying that the smell of paraffin can be attractive to other circus folk, and that actually, what's wrong with the penny farthing and the moustache? I don't know what to say apart from everything. So yeah, they've been emailing quite, but I blame that on Phil and Alex of Brighton. I mean, Phil of, actually I forgot he's also got a house in London. Phil, his portfolio also extends to the UK. So anyway, all those circus performers are like throwing their flaming poi around, just trying to prove the point. Now I've had loads of videos of people doing contortion and stuff because they're like, look at it, it's an amazing art form. It's not, it makes me feel sick. It probably makes me feel as sick as it is for poor Zoe to watch this jigsaw not really going. Now look, that's a bit of wood with a trip. I've got to go back up there. I'm going back up there. Got my little slippers on. Is that it? Yes. Oh. Now I'm going to have to move you again, mate. Miffy. There we go. Just pulling this across. Because, yeah, I think that goes in there. And this is going to come right out here. You can see that Matt, my husband, and Freddie didn't actually come and help me move stuff, so I've had to make it up myself. Coming back. So I've had a lot of concerns about Hillary's mum's house made of gingerbread. Now, because if you listened a little minute ago or a couple ago, Hillary's mum's house, she's Canadian, Hillary. She's got a basset hound, but I mean that's not relevant. But then nothing I say seems to be relevant, so I don't know why you suddenly start caring about that. So her mum's house is made of gingerbread. Hillary and her sisters baked it, glazed it. It's been there for years. Something the other day, some creature, they don't know what yet, came in, ate the stairs. Her mum, unfortunately, got stuck upstairs because it was overnight. They had to get an aluminium ladder down. They had to move her possessions down. It's been full on, right, on Vancouver Island. Anyway, some people have been concerned the fact that the stairs were made of gingerbread. So what Hillary's decided to do, hang on to slurp a coffee, hang on. What Hillary's decided to do is to actually make these stairs out of more of a shortbread base, which although it sounds like it might crisp off a little bit, apparently it might give her more wear. It might allow her a little bit more wear. So I thought that was quite interesting. So and I know that Claire, a friend of ours, is particularly Claire, the Pearly Queen, in her own house. She was particularly worried about it and fascinated actually, and she learned a lot about it from listening. So, but yeah, so Claire, so we're going off the gingerbread directly into shortbread. And if anybody goes past the Marks and Spencers and buys a tin, I can send them directly there, because I know that Hillary's struggling again because they got rid of the moulds. They got rid of the mould for the original set of stairs. So she's going to have to make it. I've got to go up here again. I've got to go up here. Because I think this goes up here. Yes, I am correct. I hope this is keeping the... I hope this is, keeping fiancée Zoe's jigsaw needs up to speed now, because I am doing a bit. I'm not saying I'm doing a lot, but I'm doing a bit. Right. Any of that go there? No. Right, now coming back. So yeah, yes. But also Steve in Australia, who's in his scunnos and getting rid of cockatoos. Just to say, I know for a fact, even though you've emailed me absolutely adamantly saying yes, I know your mother's house is not made of Tim Tams. Because they're chocolate. Well, they're not real chocolate, are they? They're sort of cheap chocolate. But there's no way your family's house is made of Tim Tams. You're just trying to join in. So I'm ignoring that. Right, now, some of you who've been listening diligently know that Dwayne has been a very big contributor to this, with excellent emails and excellent questions, because it is, ask questions, I will answer. And he has requested that he'd like to be anonymous, which I don't know whether that's because he doesn't want to be associated with this, but also likes slagging it off. But yeah, so he's asked that he remains anonymous. He wants a new name, so he's going to be the Commodore of Carl Shorten Beaches. He wants to be incognito when he moans about this programme. Well, I say programme, this nonsense. So that makes me laugh. So if you have only just joined in, if you listen to the next episode, you will never know the name Dwayne, because he is the Commodore of Carl Shorten Beaches, and he will only be known as thus. Talking of sort of South London way, which I'm assuming, well, it's more Surrey Carl Shorten, isn't it? But in a nutshell, one of our mates who normally works with us is now working for Ocado. He started helping out because all the showbiz work has gone. And I thought he was driving. I thought he was delivering stuff, but it turns out, actually, he's in a freezer all day in minus 30, getting people's orders ready. He's absolutely freezing his nuts off. So that sounds like it's horrible. Although he does, apparently, they sometimes give him the odd fab. Ice lolly, which I thought, well, Brucey bonus, win some you lose some. But where is that bit? See, that looks like it'd be an easy bit, doesn't it? But it isn't, or is it? No, it's a little chevron. See, I don't know whether it's more annoying me doing the jigsaw now or talking. Probably both. Right, sorted out Dwayne. I'm sorry, the Commodore of Carl Shorten Beaches. Right, my mother and father-in-law have emailed because they are listening while they're in isolation, got nothing else to do. They've gone completely mad because they actually find this entertaining. But that's because they haven't been out, and the only person they see is an ex-neighbour who drops off deliveries. But she did say to me, please, do you remember the story of the tap as a gift? Now that sounds weird, doesn't it? But one year, Gordon, my father-in-law, presented my mother-in-law with a tap for her birthday present. Wrapped it and everything. And Jane, of course, was expecting a lovely bit of jewellery or dinner out somewhere, or just something which wasn't a domestic appliance. Well, it's not even an appliance, is it? It's like a tap. So sadly for Gordon, Jane told us, and that became absolutely hysterical. But he said, she wanted it. Well, like if you've got a dripping tap and you say, I'd love that tap changed, I don't think any of us would necessarily expect it as a present, as like wrapped up gift. To be fair, it was a mixer tap, wasn't it, Gordon? So it was like, it wasn't just your average cold tap. It was a mixer tap. and it had features like the ability to mix hot water with cold. But sadly for Jane, I found out about it, and it was relentless. But what's really brilliant is that even though she's sitting opposite him now, she listens. She's chosen to tell me that story again, to remind me to actually repeat it out loud to other people. So that might be the last time we ever speak to Jane again, because she might be buried. He might smash her over the head with a mixer tap, might wrench it off. But it was excellent, that story, because I think if Matt ever gave me a mixer tap, I think that is grounds. I think that is literally legal grounds. I'm so sorry. There's been a huge misunderstanding. I'm off. So yes, I do remember that. And her neighbour's been giving her, bringing them food. Hang on, swig of coffee. Stand by. Yes, so it's been bringing them food, right? Which is lovely. But they could. I'm just reading this from them now. And she said, to tell my mum that they got a large bag of Waitrose self-raising flour delivered. And this is on the because mum's getting delivery envy, because we were up to this point cracking out a Morrison's or a Lidl delivery. Turns out her friend Dennis, and now my mother-in-law, is getting Waitrose stuff delivered. And it brought an envy in mum. And mum doesn't suffer envy at all. Couldn't be less interested in what's going on in other people's lives. She's just happy, content with herself. There is no jealousy in that woman, except, it seems, when a sweet and sour Chinese from Waitrose was delivered to her mate Den. And now, the fact that you have been given Waitrose self-raising flour, not that mum actually even wants it, but it's just the fact it's Waitrose and someone's bothered, it's now costing me, I had to nip there yesterday now, because obviously now she knows it's easy to nip to, and of an evening, it's empty. So, yeah, I nipped there yesterday, spent about £400 again on 3 items, but mum's absolutely happy as Larry with that. And she is stuck indoors. What can I do? I can't deprive her of that. Oh, I've just seen, this thing. Look, this is this. I can't even describe what it is because I don't know what this is. But I know it goes down there. And I know it goes near to a mushroom. See, this jigsaw's as ridiculous as what I'm saying to you. This is also going to have to go out a lot further, isn't it? I'm going to have to go over there now. Hold on. I have to go past the plastic chair. Crikey O'Reilly. Well, I do know that, as I said, I do know it's bloody enormous because I did measure it. And I know that my accountant was worried about the width of the table. I know that Paul, the ex-plumber, was worried about the size. Everybody's been so worried about it. Right. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Who knew it would take so long to do this bit? Oh, is that it? No. See, there are some books. That bit's annoying me. That bit is really bothering me. Sorry, got to get this back now. Right, these lovely flowers, though, look like they go down the side, don't they? Either that side or here. Or here. See, these... Right. These bad boys either go down here or alternatively here. Right, I'm going to try this side first. Is it here? No. Pants. Is it here? No. Right. I have to abandon that for a minute. Anyway, also, she has been given... My mother-in-law said she has been given... She got some icing out, but it turns out to be Betty Crocker rich cream cheese style icing. So she's going to crack that out with... I think she'll just have some chocolate chips with it. So she's been getting nice substitutes. Betty Crocker... I'm going to read that again. Betty Crocker rich cream cheese style icing. Good Lord. It sounds like Betty Crocker's on acid as well. Right, so Claire, who I spoke of earlier, the one who dresses up a lot, makes her husband do it, and he loves her so much that he does it, that one. And also the Claire that actually is worried about Hillary's mum's house and stuff. She tells me that I've made a mistake the other day. It wasn't her pearls, because she's a pearly queen around the house. She's done that till lockdown finishes. She said it's not her pearls that keeps getting stuck in the scatter cushion tassels. It's her nipple tassels made of pearls that get caught in the dishwasher. So I'm so sorry, Claire. I misunderstood. I thought it was your pearly queen outfit, but it's your pearly nipple tassels. I thought they were getting caught on your tassels or your scatters. But no, so I'm glad you've sorted that out for me because I was worried. But what you did tell me is that your mum, who was in a splinter group, Pearly King Queen, group, she's now become an official one. So her mum, if you're around Beckenham or Broadstairs, you might come upon Claire's mum, because she will be parading the minute lockdown finishes. That woman is cracking around the town dressed as a Pearly Queen because she's official now. She can do that willy-nilly. Because the other splinter group were a bit like, no, you can't dress up, you can't do that, you can't dress up like that. You have to have permission. It all got a little bit acrimonious. Anyway, they're all very jolly now, and both Claire. So I think Claire's hoping to inherit the crown. Eventually, that outfit and the title will probably come straight to Claire, especially if you're wearing it all the time now, Claire. Anyway, one assumes that you will naturally inherit the title. So yeah, talking to Paul the plumber with all his notes, gone a bit quiet. So I'll have to follow him up and say, right, are you not listening anymore, or have you just calmed down about the state of the tablecloth, about the ridge, about the scale, about the fact you think my husband was right? I should have started with like an early learning centre one, 8 pieces, or not. I've had another email from a Canadian who hasn't left the name, just said they're a Canadian, and said, do you feel like the sacred raven that you are in your bracelet? Now this is an indigenously carved Canadian bracelet, right? And inside it says Sacred Raven. Doesn't say it like that, but I have made it sound like that. And I do feel like that. It was given to me by Hilary, of Gingerbread House fame. I was given it by Hilary, and I do feel like that. I do feel like a sacred raven. Yes, so thank you for asking. Darren, who is Australian and is a great surfboarder, and had a fringe, and now hasn't got a fringe. It's much better for it. He has emailed. It's this huge Tim Tam. It's the huge Tim Tam gate. They think, all those Australians think Tim Tams are better than penguin biscuits, which is rubbish because they're so similar. And also, they think it's better and all that. And they they pass out upon seeing a Tim Tam. If ever I'm working away and Australians always bring Tim Tams over, and I understand why, because people collapse to the floor. A bit like Nathan when he was talking about Angela Lansbury, they break down. Anyway, he's now started another load of old nonsense, he started saying, what about Vegemite? Vegemite's better than your Marmite. Shut up. Don't be so bloody stupid, right? You're getting out of control. It's not. It's just it's a sham. It's a poor relation, and no, it's not. So I'm embarrassed for you. And you can try and start off all of these food stuff wars, but we're not having it. Because we absolutely know that. Oh, here is Bethany.
Hi.
We know the Vegemite is embarrassing. Bethany, I'm doing all right.
Oh, you've got more edge pieces.
I've got more edge pieces, but...
Well done.
Did you drop those cookies off?
I did.
Great work.
There are people in the garden, so...
Oh, what did you do? Just drop it at the door?
Yeah.
Great.
It looked like she had the kids there.
Perfect. Okay, so, Bethany, if you bring, you need that lid because we're getting crucial.
Oh, okay.
Right, but also the camera's high, so you must not get your face in. Right, okay, so this
like
is...
last time.
That little nose, you might get recognised, and the
I
paparazzi.
know. I watched the video.
Yeah?
My face, half of my face was in it.
Right.
Not just my nose.
Right, you might be papped. Right, have a look for that piece, please, because that's very specific. Right, another person, I don't know if you remember, double stamp, fertility stamp, marked, Irish, Dublin. He does a double stamp, he does with his foot, and then he spins around. Well, or he spins around, then a double stamp. Anyway, some woman wrote to us and said, I was in the nightclub in 1987 near Mark, and I think he might have.
I think I found it.
Good girl,
I think
perfect.
it's that. I think it's that.
Give it here.
one.
It's a book. You're quite right. So does it go along here?
Well, where the orange is.
Yeah, it's along from the orange.
Well, if you look, that's the orange there, isn't it?
That's the orange there.
That's the orange there.
Yeah.
And I think that looks like that book.
Possibly.
That's the only one I could see that looks like that colour.
Oh no, it's that one. It's that one.
That one.
Yeah, that's
So
right
it's
along here.
Yeah.
Okay. Needs to fit in there. Anyway, so the woman who wrote said, I think I might have Mark's love child from being in the club with him, just because he could look at someone and fertilise them while dancing.
Oh,
She
really?
said.
Curious to see
I
where
put-
this
anyway.
bit goes.
Me too. So I put them in touch with each other, and they're having a talk, and they're getting DNA. So
I think that bit goes there.
good girl. You just keep good girl. Perfect. So last night, Nanny Tish did have sweet and sour from Waitrose. She did say, "Oh, Ju, don't give me any more carbs." She said, "Oh, but if you're making a little white cob loaf, I'll have one of those." So that went well.
Oh, so you've got to make a white cob loaf for Nan.
Yeah. The Commodore of Carshalton Beaches has been doing online dating, and what's really sad is that some of the people he has dinner with virtually, he nips and goes and gets his garlic baguette out, and next time he's got the screen's black. It's gone. They've gone. So he said that's happened a few times, which must be awful. I woke myself up snoring last night. Yeah, it was quite loud.
Yeah, it was. I came to bed last night.
Yeah.
All I could hear last night was this.
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah. So yeah, I actually woke myself up. Actually, quite a start. I went back again. What else has happened? Oh yeah. So Freddie, my son, his friend Charlie has emailed, and he said, Julia, while you're there, I just wanted to apologise for what me and my girlfriend did in your bed that time. Now, I don't know what you're talking about, Charlie. We weren't here, and I might just have to speak to Fred about it, because I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not sure. Actually, I do want to talk about it. It might be better for everybody if we don't know. I'm going to go around here. Oh, wobbled the camera, sorry. Sorry, Zoe, before you write in, like, to the BBC. And I'm going to need that right to reply thing, aren't I? The Commodore of Carshalton Beaches hilariously said the other day that he'd quite like to see the making of this. The making of. Which I think is a little bit further down the road. But, and I'm not sure anybody would actually really want to see it, because I think you sense what nonsense it is. I'm not sure that works there. Have you got a little window there, Beth? Like that? Can you find that? Yes, so I was going to write to Rick Wakeman to get him a shout out on this, and I will do it. But I got a bit scared by Rick Wakeman's website. If you go onto it, it gives, if you go onto the be in contact bit, it gives you a long list of things that I wouldn't even bother with, like don't write if you want this, don't write if you want that. We will just delete you. We will, don't ask for personal this. So I will try, and I will stand by to be deleted. But I actually felt a bit of mild peril, like they say in Disney films, about even thinking about it. So look, I'm going to have to stop because I'm going to have to stop because that's actually my time.
I really can't find this window.
But we're nearly at the whole edges.
This bit, look.
You have to move that. Well done. So we've got the top corner going on. Oh yeah, we're doing all right. We are nearly.
We just need some more.
Bethany will blow her nose by the next time as well, just so you know, so you don't hear that all the time.
We just need to
get a bit more brickwork.
Edge pieces brickwork.
Okay. Well, maybe also if we don't get them completely done, they're in there. Anyway, we'll love you and leave you. Bethany and I'll go say goodbye, and you're gonna have to lean in now because the puzzle's so bloody big. Lots of love to you all, and stay well. Bye.